Hello, everybody. All right, so today we are going to be doing lesson 24. And at this point in the module, they kind of have this robot scene activity that you'll see like charts for on your problem set. So that's not going to totally lend itself to supporting you in the best way possible for your homework assignment. So I'm going to kind of just do some similar problems that you'll come across, and that should launch you into your homework activity, no problem. So it's been about a week since we've talked about perimeter and area. So we're going to do a little review here of some similar like problems that you'll see today on your independent work. So if you had let's say you were given a perimeter, okay, of 18 inches. And you were being asked to generate a rectangle and come up with as many possible rectangles as you possibly could. What would be your strategy to do that? So remember, when we're working with perimeter, we still build a T-chart, right? This is the kind of method that we've practiced over the course of this module. So if I have a perimeter of 18, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have this rectangle, right? That has to have 4 sides that add up to 18. So if I really just focus on a length and a width, I know it'll get doubled when I calculate the perimeter for a full figure. And that's easier to figure out than all 4 sides at the same time. So I'm going to divide 18 in half, and I end up with 9. Now, perimeter is still working in addition. So I have to think of side lengths that add up to 9. So I'll start with 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. And then I would hit 5 again, right? Which would be my flip, and I would be done. So my possible rectangles would be labeled as such. I'd have a 1 by 8, a 2 by 7, a 3 by 6, and then my 4 by 5 would be almost square. Okay, so those would be all of the rectangles that I have created that would give me a perimeter of 18 inches. Let's see. So explaining this in words, right? We could say something like, to find rectangles, with a perimeter of 18 inches, I divided it by 2. So I only had to add up 2 side lengths. So I only needed to find, that's the wrong kind of 2. So I only needed to find the length and width. Okay, that way it would double when we actually did the calculations. All right, let's take a look at what other kinds of problems this particular lesson is going to ask you to do. So that should cover kind of what you're being asked to do on the front. Now, the back side of your homework is really going to just give you different perimeters and ask you to identify possible side lengths for them, right? So they might say, if you have a perimeter of 6, or let's do 8. Okay. So if you have a perimeter of 8, what would be some possible side lengths for that? Let's call them centimeters this time. So again, you're just really spending some time on this lesson reviewing how to generate rectangles with a specific perimeter. So here we have a perimeter of 8. Remember, I only am going to identify one set of length and width. So I'm going to divide by 2, and that equals 4. So now any side lengths that add up to 4 will give me a perimeter of 8. So a 1 plus a 3. Remember, we're adding, we're not multiplying here. A 2 plus a 2, and then I would hit the flip at the 3. So I only have 2 rectangles that are going to give me a perimeter of 8. And again, if you were to test it out, right, you have a 1 plus a 3 plus a, 1 plus a 3, and you get 4 plus 4, which equals your perimeter of 8. Now they are going to throw in a question on you, at you that says, what if you doubled that perimeter? Okay, so what if we doubled the perimeter of 8? So doubled, we know, means to multiply by 2. So if I was asked to find a perimeter double this, double 8 cm would equal 16 cm, right? So I would just do the same process. I would just maybe build another T-chart. I'm going to work over here because I'm running out of room down below. So if I have a perimeter of 16, right, I would just divide that by 2 and get 8. And then I find the side lengths that would add up to 8 instead. 1 plus 7, 2 plus 6, 3 plus 5, 4 plus 4, I hit a double, which means I'm done. So any of these answers are correct. You could say a 3 by 5 will give you a perimeter of 16. A 4 by 4 will give you a perimeter of 16. And what shape will this make if you have a 4 by 4? If you're saying a square, you got it. That's exactly right, because both of your side lengths are identical. That's really it. I know the chart work might look a little, the formatting might look a little different, but really they're asking you to only identify one possibility. So as you build your T-charts, just grab one right off the list. I would like to see your work just so that I know how you are moving through the process and determining the answers. That's it for today. Bye.